What a game. This one, it was close the whole way. This was a really good football game. So, folks, this was a really fun game. Trust me, really fun game. Yeah, I want to take you through some of the stats and then give my opinion on what I thought I saw. First off, Riley Leonard went 15 to 23, 223 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions on the night. His backup, Steven Jelly, he came in 6 to 7, 44 yards. And then Jeremiah Love, if you look at the run game, Jeremiah Love had 11 carries, 45 yards on a touchdown. Riley Leonard, 18 carries, 35 yards, 1 touchdown. Jaden Thomas, 1 carry, 18 yards. Jadarian Price, 7 for 13. Not a whole lot on the ground like they did against Georgia, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Notre Dame's receiving core, Jaden Greathouse, 7 for 105 and a touchdown. Ananias Williams, 5 for 66. Mitchell Evans, 5 for 58. Jordan Faison, 2 for 25. So, first off, when you consider the how Notre Dame likes to play, and I'm going to take a break for just a moment. All right, sorry guys. Either way, so when you look at Notre Dame, that's the stats for them. Penn State, Drew Aller, 12 of 23, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. All their touchdowns came from Nick Singleton on the ground. He had 15 carries, 84 yards with those 3 touchdowns. Katron Allen, 19 for 82. Tyler Warren, 6 for 75. Nick Singleton, 2 for 33. What can I say about this ball game? The score may have been 27-24 in the end, but I do feel like this was a defensive football game. And both Aller and Riley Leonard may threw some interceptions, but I think there was a big point where Penn State was up 10-0 right before halftime, and there was a point where you're sitting there, you're like, wow, Penn State, they could run away with this. Well, Riley Leonard gets hurt. He has to go out in the first half. And you're really sitting there and you're like, okay, if Riley Leonard can't go, Penn State's about to go to the national championship. Well, I got to say this. When Steven Jelly got in that game for Notre Dame, he helped really just get this team where it needed to go. I think they got 3 points out of it. I think they were down like 10-3 at halftime. But you got a sense of, okay, there is something going on here. And we didn't know whether it was going to be Penn State was going to come out and just dominate the second half or Notre Dame could come out and actually make something happen. Well, Notre Dame comes out and they take the lead. They score 17 unanswered points on Penn State. They are in the, between the end of the first half into the second half. And then it was a really competitive, gets competitive near the end. Penn State finds a way to take the lead back. I believe, if I'm not wrong, they get the lead 24-17. And the Notre Dame, I believe, they'll go down, score a touchdown. And then what's big? Aller, and this is what I've been saying. The biggest play of the game is going to be that Drew Aller interception that he threw. It was just a bad play. If you're Drew Aller, you can't make it. I mean, you can't throw that ball. He rolls to his left, turns around and throws it back across the field. It's intercepted. If you're Drew Aller, you can't make that throw. You can't throw that. Because if you're going to do that, you're just handing Notre Dame the football and you're handing them the game. And that's what happened. So, my true thoughts is this. Notre Dame, I don't know if they were the better team, but they're the team that won. And quite frankly, when you're in the sport, you got to take the wins when you get them. And Notre Dame, they just made more plays, and they went and won the game. So I think it's just a matter of Notre Dame and Ohio State's going to be an interesting ball game. To be honest with you, it's going to be a very interesting ball game. But when you truly get down to it, Penn State had multiple opportunities to win this football game. They had plenty of opportunities to win this game. They blew it. Notre Dame, if you look at the first quarter, yeah, Notre Dame probably should have got beat pretty bad in this game. But I think what the true story is here, Notre Dame, if you look at the way they played against Georgia, it was very heavy on, we're going to run the football and win that way. Well, you couldn't do that against Penn State. Penn State's got a really good rush defense, and Notre Dame found a way to throw the ball and win the game. Jaden Greathouse, you really hadn't heard anything out of him in this playoff. Well, he went off in this game. 7 catches for 105 yards. It's incredible. So Notre Dame has found another way to win. They're going to Atlanta to face off against Ohio State, which should be just an interesting ball game in itself. So Notre Dame, Penn State. Notre Dame was just found a way to win. I don't know if I'm going to say they're the better team, but they found a way to win that game. So credit to Notre Dame here.